Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm just going to do a quick talk about like how I fit things in my workspace. Now, I have a real tiny workspace. What I'll do is I'll do a quick video to show you just here. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've got to work with as far as like my current workspace and garage and everything like that is. Looking at changing it in the near future, depending if I get busier or not. It's not normally this busy. Obviously I've got the Power Armor, the Space Marine, and Rin. I've got 3 projects on the go, so I've got bits and pieces everywhere. For myself, as you saw before, one whole shelf is dedicated to Lego, as I'm a Lego collector. Now, I'll probably change that whole side of things soon, but I try to maximize my space as essentially it's what I'm working on at the time, and it won't be necessarily in the order of the build. So I've got the 3 builds on the go, and what I will be doing is, for example, at the moment, sanding and Rin. Then we'll move into accessorizing, obviously, the Power Armor or the helmet or anything like that, depending on what I'm printing at the time. Then obviously we've got the builds where there's things like, you know, the sword here, Charlemagne, where it's just been bondoed, sanded and puttied. I'll let it sit for a few days before I move on to it, and I'll continuously move and rotate through those 3 projects. So for me, it's really, really good because I don't get bogged down in one thing. So I've got these projects on the go and all different things, different paints, different materials, gives them a chance to set up, to dry, to test different things. I don't get stuck on one thing, which is what I really, really like. Now, one of the issues, as like for myself, I'm a tiny little maker, a hobbyist and things like that. Space is key. Hence I've got the pegboard on the back of the main desk I work on. Now I've got these shelves from the local hardware store because they're cheap, they're cheerful, I can store lots on those. I've got paints and primers in the one section, as you saw. I've got the tools within arm's reach, and I've tried to put things in the area where I think I'm going to work on them next. So like up here, you probably can't see, but I've got the Power Armor boots there next. Underneath me, underneath the desk, there is the Power Armor helmet, so that is also next. Behind me, ready to go outside, is Rin, and obviously you can see here, all bondoed up. That'll get its first bondo and sanding, but obviously that can't be done in here because it's my garage. As like most people, I don't want to put dust over too much stuff. You could put down drop cloths, it's a bit of a pain. So I'm kind of limited to what I can do based upon the weather, so I'll plan around that. But yeah, that's essentially where I work here in the garage. What I do and how I do it is obviously my own way. You may do something entirely different. I would love to see people's small garage workshops, how they work on stuff, and it may give me an idea to improve mine. But yeah, so let me know what you're using, how you're going. But pretty much the only way I can make it fit is I just work around stuff. I move a piece from here and put it over here, or from there to there, depending on what I'm working on. Obviously I've also got I've got some plasma pistols that I'm working on, and let's see, I've got a Daredevil helmet there, a Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet. I've got the Captain Rex build, which was my very first cosplay build, still sitting there because I just was never happy with it. So it never ends. Anyone that like is a maker that thinks, oh, I've got nothing to work on. No, there's always something to work on. But yeah, that's just a quick tour of my workshop, my garage. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, if you've got any advice or anything like that, just feel free to send me a message and anything like that. But I'll keep working on these builds, and I will chat to you again soon. Thanks all.